Hello, second grade. Welcome to day 46, lesson 6 of this third grade module. From here on out, you will be building background on some third grade topics to prepare you for next year. Our learning targets for today. I can write an answer to a question by gathering information from an article. I can read and understand complex text with proficiency, independently, and for a sustained period of time. Today you will reread the text, "Most Syrian refugee children don't go to school," and you will write incomplete sentences to answer questions about the text. Here are the materials that you will need for today's lesson. Let's reread the text, "Most Syrian refugee children don't go to school." Syrian refugee Saddam al-Khalif, 11, who fled with his family from the city of Idlib, Syria, fixes his bicycle in front of his family tent at a Syrian refugee camp in the eastern Lebanese town of Saadnael in the Bekaa Valley, July 19, 2016. Most Syrian refugee children don't go to school, by Associated Press. Adapted by Newsella staff on July 26, 2016. Saadnael, Lebanon. Saddam al-Khalif is 11 years old. He and his family used to live in Syria. War broke out about 5 years ago. Saddam and his family escaped. Now they live in Lebanon. Both Lebanon and Syria are in the Middle East. Saddam and his family are refugees. They had to leave their country because it was not safe. War in Syria began in 2011. Since then, many Syrians have moved to Lebanon. Lebanon is now home to more than 1 million refugees. Life is not easy for these refugees. They cannot always move freely. They often do not have enough money. Watching TV and playing outside his tent. Another big problem is that many refugee children do not go to school. Saddam is one of them. He spends most of his days either watching TV or playing outside his tent. Al-Khalif's 2 older brothers do not go to school either. Instead, they work to help their family. Their father, Hussein, has health problems. He is not able to work. There are many children like Saddam and his brothers. Tens of thousands of refugee children in Lebanon do not go to school. A group called Human Rights Watch, HRW, has been investigating the problem. HRW released a report on Tuesday. It says there are nearly 500,000 school-age Syrian children in Lebanon. More than half of them do not go to school. Lebanon allows Syrian children to go to schools for free. There is not always enough space in schools, though. Some Syrian children get turned away. Others do not go to school because they have to work to help their families. More must be done. Bassam Khawaja works at HRW. He said more needs to be done for Syrian children. He does not think they should miss out on school because of the war in their country. Lebanon is trying to fix the problem. Some schools now stay open later. This makes space for more students. The Education Ministry hopes to get 200,000 more Syrian refugees started at school. Let's think about it. What do I like about this text, and why? What do I find challenging about this text, and why? Look back into the text, then pause the video and think about these questions. Ready? Pause. Let's talk about it. What do I like about this text and why? What do I find challenging about this text and why? With a family member, friend, or by yourself, talk about these questions. You may use the sentence starters under each question to help you with your response. Ready? Pause the video. Let's write about it. Write a short, constructed response to the questions on your note catcher. Be sure to write in complete sentences and be sure to answer all parts of the question. Use the sentence starters here to help you with your response. Share this with a teacher, family member, or friend when you're done. That's all, second grade.